couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
It was one of the most electric games of the college football playoff last season. Ole Miss was dynamic with their quarterback Trinidad Chambliss, and he is back. But can Miami find their quarterback, find that rhythm? They've got one of the most electric players in all of the country. We'll see who has that rhythm offensively to start this game. I'll keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Rebels ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here's Mensah to throw. Out wide left, it's Vaughn.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Comes down, it's Lofton. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Mensah. Under pressure, and he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Fletcher. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They'll move the tight end. Got to make the play on 4th. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play. So it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Throwing, Mensah unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you You're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out. That's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Going for 6. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Ole Miss! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Out wide right, it's Lofton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So they're facing third and short from the 25. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Hits inside. It's Lacey. Breaks into the open. The 20. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to pass. It's Chambliss. Makes a catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
14, Miami, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Throws it off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Look out! And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw, wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a...
Snags it and he's open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Taken down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right side, it's Lofton. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. You got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback changing the play. They'll run him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. 3rd and 5. Here's Mensah to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Lets it fly. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. This quarterback part of their running game. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And this guy's been a weapon throughout the season, man. You've seen him, the ability to throw the football and make plays, but also, just like on this play, man, with his legs, he's going to make you honor them. So he's got that dual threat ability, putting a good season together, man. Inching closer to that 1,000-yard rush mark, that's a big feat for a QB.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. Finds a man in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it inside the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Tells the run, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. He'll pull it down and it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Mensah escapes the pressure going right. Gonna let it fly. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped a couple of yards short. Needed to get it to the 35, but they'll spot it at the 33, and it'll bring up fourth down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 9 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Hoosiers coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. Moves them to 7-1 on the year, an awfully good start so far.
Snags it, and there's running room. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Finding space. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
It's 3rd and 5. Moving the pocket, it's Chambliss. Lets it go to the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick 6. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does, too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Throwing, Mensah. Holds on, it's Lofton. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. It's complete on the right side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Floats it out in space. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. Making the adjustment on the play. Needs it here on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. The Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Mensah to throw. Caught, it's Fletcher. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once, like they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Escapes the pressure to his right. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So we open the final period with a third down play. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. He's got the tight end. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Can't get him to the ground. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Mensah. Grabs it.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Working the ground game. Touchdown, Miami! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden...
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. He uncorks one deep. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Left side is Fields. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Now on first down from the 28. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Snap from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Cook. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Running inside, it's Lacey. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets him to the 36.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you.
Turning on the Jets. Into the house. Touchdown, Rebels. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Had to get rid of it quickly. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Throwing, Mensah. Out wide right, it's Fletcher. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's changing the play. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.